home of timeless hip hop and R&B. It's your boy Mike Mitch Ill. Got a special guest checking in, man. Got my man Richie Evans, man. What's going on, brother?
Man, what's going on, baby? How you?
Good, man. Thanks for checking in with us, man.
Yo,
Talk about what you got going on right now, man. You know what we out here promoting.
man, we working right now. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got that joint with Vito called For You right now, heating up, and I got a record called Pressure, man. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely out here high fiving, kissing babies, and getting to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yo, we gonna premiere both them joints over here on our airwaves. You know what I mean? At the conclusion of this interview right here. So
Love
both
it.
joints is fire. Make sure you check my
Appreciate it.
man joint for those out here, man. Your first time rocking with us on our airwaves, man. Give a quick background on yourself.
Man, like I said, man, the name Richie Evans. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? West Coast kid out here. Man, got my break in the industry. I used to be signed to a artist named The Game. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hold
my
on, so
big
no,
brother.
the artist you talking about the game, like for real, like
Yeah. The Game. You know what I'm saying? That's my big brother. You know what I'm saying? He gave me my introduction into this industry. You know what I'm saying? Really helped me understand what it is to create quality music. You know what I'm saying? How to create great bodies of work and understand what this in industries like. You know what I mean?
yeah. So man, how you link up with the game? How y'all build? How y'all link?
You know what? Game was out in Phoenix working on his album. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people too familiar with this. You know what I'm saying? The Rough Riders actually uh located out in Phoenix. You know what I mean? Some years back, DMX was out here, Cassie, Swizz,
Yeah, I
and
saw DMX on the interview. He was like, "Yo, I met the devil out in Arizona. Rest in
in
peace, his
Arizona,
dad." Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know
yeah, yeah.
so they definitely was kind of out here setting up shop. And Game came out to work with Swizz Beats, and I ended up working out of the same studio that they was kind of in at the time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They ended up leaving, going to the club. I ended up pulling up to the club. You know what I'm saying? We end up just speaking. You know what I mean? He ended up getting my info and hearing some of my music, and he gave me a phone call the next day, and it was on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, and shout out to Game too.
Hey man, talk about that convo, man. Like you over there reaching out to the game and Swiss and all that, man. You get that
Yeah,
call the next day. It wasn't like they
next day.
kind of put you on the back burner. It was like,
Nah,
nah, they got right to it. You know what I mean? Talk about that.
nah, it was just, you know what I'm saying, definitely a experience of a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for all of us going through this industry, just wanting to get an outlet and wanting to get an opportunity, I felt like it was a big situation for somebody as big as Game and Swizz to recognize, you know what I'm saying, a kid from Phoenix. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix is not known on the worldly map like a New York, Chicago, or Compton, or you know what I'm saying, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, per se. But you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of dope talent. So for somebody of that particular magnitude, you know what I'm saying, to really kind of, you know what I'm saying, rock with my wave, you know what I mean, and really, give me an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a major compliment, not just for myself, but for the city that I represent.
So what's it like being in the studio with them? Like actually, working and actually, creating, crafting music. What's that
Yeah,
like?
it's crazy because they really work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I be like listening and watching a lot of people, and they be talking about they be in the studio working, but they reputation kind of speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Swizz is a worker. Swizz got multi top 10 hits. You know what I'm saying? Bro is a real life studio rat. He loved music. You know what I mean? Same with Game. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you initially start getting into this, you know what I mean, as being a rapper, yeah, you put your little 6 to 8 hours in, you feel like you really doing something in the lab. Nah, these boys, you know what I'm saying, these boys is in here 12 hours a shift, and days at a time, months at a time. You know what I'm saying? It's just an everyday, occurrence of wanting to get better at their craft. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, watching them work, put a battery in my back to really uplift my work ethic for sure.
Yeah, so you mentioned, Phoenix is kind of under the radar, but talk about the hip hop scene out there.
Yeah. Now, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I think that we're really starting to get into a good space. You know what I'm saying? I mean, outside of myself, there are a couple of artists out here, man, really pushing their wave and really starting to get some national recognition. Also, I think that that's just, commitment to, the Phoenix Suns, you know what I'm saying? They getting their buzz. The Arizona Cardinals, the Super Bowl's here this year, you know what I'm saying? So we really starting to get a national light, you know what I'm saying, that's really helped thrive, and you know what I'm saying, everything that we got going on.
Yeah, so let's talk about your situation, man. You got the
Yeah,
Evans administration.
yeah,
Talk
man.
about that.
Yeah, man. TEA, man, the Evans administration, man. It was just independent company that I built to give not just myself but other artists, around my city and state, man, an opportunity to grow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm one of the few right now who's in a situation that's, music is pumping, fan base is building, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Got, pretty good buzz around him, leading into my project, Highly Favored, coming out in January. I also wanted to make sure that my business was in order. So moving forward, like I said, man, I can give these opportunities to certain people to grow and flourish and really get their music out here too.
Yeah, so give us some details about the Highly Favored EP, man. Like some detailed production
Man, it's
features.
tough.
What should everybody expect from that?
Truthfully, man, you really gonna get a great body of work. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's really gonna shock a lot of people. I got my man Vito on there. Shout out my man Vito, R&B singer out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I got to double salute him because he just went platinum on his single "You Got It" independently. So I think that's
Mm.
super amazing.
Oh,
Um,
salute.
yeah, salute. Shout out to my man J Rock from TDE. You know what I'm saying? He's on the project. My man Eastside K Boy's on the project. Um, and acting, it's only right. You know what I'm saying? My next single features Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? It's called Can't Knock the Hustle. And
Mm.
like I said, that's dropping January 20th. So I'm definitely got that power for the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a perfect segue, man. 'Cause I saw the footage of Rick Ross bring you out on stage, man.
Yeah.
Talk about that experience and then talk about how you connect with Rick Ross.
Yeah, Ross, you know what I'm saying? Ross kind of had his ear to the streets out here out west for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Nipsey, J Rock, Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? I low key was flying under the radar at that time, as well. Um, we just end up forming a real respectable friendship. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that, you know, definitely is teaching health. Teaching wealth. You know what I'm saying? Teaching, artists to really get their business and structure right, to really get their bread. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely, you know what I'm saying, is the person that's really been in my corner. He's been an advocate, you know what I'm saying, a fan, you know what I'm saying, supporter. So, Ross has definitely been one of them ones, you know what I mean? For real.
Yeah. So like, what was that first interaction with Ross like? You know what I mean? You say you've been checking for West Coast artists, and did he reach out or was it mutual friend
Yeah.
kind of connected? How y'all connect?
Actually, you know what I'm saying, how it initially happened was we was both booked in LA for this event at the same time, and we got mutual people, and we end up staying at the same hotel. And it was just crazy because he was like, yo, we was just talking about you the other day, blah blah blah. And he was like, yo, Ross want to holler at you. So, went up there, we sat down over a drink, chopped it up. He asked about my situation. I kind of, told him, where I was trying to go and what I'm trying to do. He definitely respected it. For me at that point, I was just like, look, since I'm sitting here, I might as well ask him to jump on something. I told him I was working on an EP. I told him I had a record that I definitely felt that he could compliment. He was like, well, look, take my number, get with me. Maybe 2 weeks later, I ended up reaching back out to him. I sent him the record, and he was like, bro, say no more. I got you. Like it's fire. So I was like, bet.
Yeah, man. Ross one of my favorite rappers, man. We play a whole bunch of Ross over here now tonight. So that word back to him too, you know what I mean? You go
No,
here,
no,
yeah,
definitely.
let his joints go, man. You know what I mean? My favorite Ross joints Amsterdam. It's like lay back, get
Oh, yeah,
money
that's
joint.
hard.
We just play that, yeah. But like he got mad joints, man. Big up Ross, man. So yeah,
Thanks.
so yo, I mean, outside of that, you know what I mean, all the big name collabs, man. You got big
Right.
name collabs on you know what I mean, on the business tip too. Like, yo, you gotta deal with Nike,
Yeah,
Vitamin Water. Talk about that a little bit. You ain't
yeah.
glossing over that.
No, I definitely like I said, man, it's just been definitely having the time to sit back and study some of these people who put these things in place.
Mhm.
I think it's imperative, what I'm saying, for an artist to really get his business and his structure on, especially when you're putting together your album and putting together your rollout. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this, a lot of these relationships, you know what I'm saying, work hand in hand. Nike love hip hop. Vitamin Water love hip hop. You know what I mean? So it was definitely imperative for me to work out a situation, you know what I'm saying, that's beneficial not just for them but also for myself.
Yeah, can you give any details on like which way y'all gonna be working together, or it's still in the wraps right
Yeah.
now?
Oh no. It's like I said, I did some music for Nike.
Mhm.
They had a shoe called a Nike Runner One. You know what I'm saying? So I end up doing the music for that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Vitamin Water go, Vitamin Water was going around, to a couple different cities and states. You know what I mean? Finding the next wave of artists, and I was one that they end up picking. You know what I'm saying? We end up working on We end up working out a sponsorship and endorsement deal where, of course, I had to drink, Vitamin Water for a year. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, they was definitely, what I'm saying, cutting checks and helping push the wave on the road, and supporting a lot of my music endeavors that I got coming out. So I got a documentary coming out too that's definitely going to show how that business relationship works, and kind of how I use that to help build my brand and kind of where I'm going.
So yeah, it's 929 WDUP. We're here with Richie Evans, man. Yo, have you ever been to Oregon? You know what I mean? You got the Nike deal, man. You got
I have. Yeah,
talk about that. I see you got the Nike apparel on right now. I mean, me too.
Come on, you already know. I'm in that tech. I definitely been out to the Oregon, man. Been out to the Portland. You know what I'm saying? Did that whole run. I was able to go to the Nike facility. You know what I'm saying? Kind of see how everything is moving. So I definitely, had boots on the ground out there. You know what I mean?
Well. So yo, for our listeners out there who might just be, getting put on the game, it's 929. That's what we do. Yo, like, what kind of separates you from the pack out here? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of makes you unique in the game right now?
A few things. You know what I'm saying? I think that I got that. I call it the 50-50 trait. And what I mean with that is I was born in Philly, but I was raised out west. Mm-hmm. So I got that. When I go back east, I fit right in. But when I come back home, I fit right in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can, and I think that's a commitment to my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it works. It kind of helps me, further what I'm doing. And second of all, man, you know what I mean? I don't think that there's too many cats as nice as me. Factual statements.
Talking.
And I talk that heavy, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that I do create good music at a high level. You know what I'm saying? I think that I got somewhat of a great understanding of production, and I think the music I'm pumping out and kind of the direction I'm going is really going to be beneficial for years to come.
So you originally from Philly, a Philly cat up in here, man. Like, yo, you got any Philly influences out here? You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I'm still tripping. Like Uzi, really a real life rock star out here right now.
Yeah, he from Philly. Yeah, but he don't sound like the Philly sound. You think the Philly sound? You think of, Siegel,
Beans. Yeah, definitely.
Freeway,
definitely.
all that. You know what I mean? Guns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so talk about definitely. Like your Philly influence on you.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm a fan of music. You know what I mean? So, Beanie was definitely a strong, you know what I'm saying, person that just, I was like, man, he got that gift. You know what I mean? Even Gilly.
Big up Gilly, yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out Gilly. Gilly was definitely a big inspiration back then too. Meek, of course. You know what I'm saying? Meek talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, whenever Meek is in his bag, you know what I'm saying, he can really bar you down too. So, I definitely got a lot of influences, you know what I'm saying, from there to kind of help, you know what I'm saying, help me carve out my niche.
All right. So talk about your Philly influence, but like your influences just on, you know what I mean, on a broad spectrum. You know what I mean? Like, just anybody from anywhere. You know what I mean? Talk about what kind of influence your sound.
Man, I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying, Nas, you know what I mean? Fab, Tip, Game, Scarface. Like, I've always been a fan of cats who was really articulate with the pen that, create that storytelling, you know what I'm saying, that can, vividly describe, you know what I'm saying, their music, you know what I'm saying, but also, you know what I mean, create great records, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, Game is one, Tip is one, like I said, Nas is one, you know what I mean? Just to say a few, they definitely put some motion on me, you know what I mean?
Word. Now it's dope that you said Fat. I feel like Fat don't get just too. He one of my favorite rappers of all time. Facts. Like, matter of fact, you told about the Game. Like, the first time I ever heard of the Game, he was doing that back and forth with Fab. Compton to Brooklyn or something like that. It was like it was a clue tape or something like that. So yeah, man.
Yeah, Fab and Game. Fab and Game is close. You know what I'm saying? And they got a lot of work together. But I definitely agree with you though. I think that Fab is super underlooked, and same with Game. With Game, I say all the time is I think that a lot of his I call them off-court antics overshadow his music success. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, the game rap his ass off, man. He rapping boy, man, for real. He get off. Like, you know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts,
Word,
facts.
man. I always respect the game's pen, man. You always been ill. Real, man. Like, y'all still doing what I know you said that was your introduction to the game. Y'all still rocking with each other now? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my big brother. Like, you know what I mean? We still, speak pretty frequent. You know what I'm saying? I tap in with him on certain records. I just want to get his ear and opinion too. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that, like I said, heavily influenced me and gave me the platform. So, you know, I'll forever keep Big Bro in the corner.
Yeah. So, you know, you had some big name collabs. I mean, you got J Rock, you know what I mean? Eastside
Yeah,
K Boy, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Maybe the Game, Ross, all that, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Anybody you ain't collab with yet that's actually on your, bucket list and all that?
Um, I would say Fab. Fab is one. I would also have to say Ty Dolla Sign. And I would probably have to throw in there Davies.
Or big up East, man. East was out here a couple years ago before you actually blew, man. Big up East. But yeah, man. So yo, I'm glad I stumped you on that. That's why I do over here. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
fact.
man. All right, man. So like, yo, like you got any upcoming shows, upcoming tours, and all that?
Yeah, we like I said, man, I got the EP dropping on January 20th called Highly Favored. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all tap in with that. Um, you know what I'm saying? We going on the Can't Knock the Hustle tour, dropping, I think, after Super Bowl in February. You know what I'm saying? We going out east, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch down a couple spots out west. Um, you know what I'm saying? I think J Rock is going on tour as well. Right now, we in talks about jumping on his tour coming out, you know what I'm saying, with TDE. So we definitely got a lot of work and a lot of business ahead of us. We just gotta line it up and execute, bro.
Yeah, I hear that. So yo, like, your preferred path, would you like to have that machine behind you go major or be independent, indie out here?
I mean, I always say if I could broker an independently major situation, that would be best. And what I mean by that is,
Hybrid.
right, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, still keep the creative control, the
Mhm.
masters, and your overall authenticity of who you want to be and what you got going on, but with the support and the team of a major, you know what I'm saying, to help navigate, push, and market your product to the world. You know what I'm saying? So what we working on right now, you know what I'm saying? There is talks, of a couple majors right now that really are knocking at the door. Like I said, I think that we'll probably pin it down a little bit closer after I drop the Ross record, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like I said, we do got a lot of traction right now and got a lot of talk going on. So,
Oh yeah,
definitely
and I'm putting that pressure on him live on air, man. So that Ross joint drop, man. We need that clean version ASAP, man. You know
ASAP.
what I'm
It's
saying?
that
Word. For real, man. So yo, I might have asked this before, but like, I feel like we glossed over a little bit, man. Like production, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
talk about some of the produce you rock with. Are you kind of just like, a la
Yeah.
carte, or do you got like a certain team that you just rock with?
No, I mean, like I said, I do go to my go-tos. You know what I'm saying? Of
Mm,
course, I don't know if you guys is familiar with 1500 or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They did the Nipsey album, you know what I'm saying, the Game album, Snoop's album,
mm.
uh, 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 Jay's album, you know what I'm saying? Like they super, super heavy. Shout out my man Mars and Rance. Um, they definitely is a production duo that I work with, kind of heavy. Um, for my album, actually, I would love to get in with Cool and Dre,
Mm.
and out there from
Yo, they
Miami,
be getting slept on too, though. Like we talk about some of the best producers, man. Like
bro.
no disrespect to Fat Joe and Khaled and that, man. Cool and Dre,
Right. Yeah.
what they didn't give joints, man, for real. So now big up
Hey,
them. Or
for real, like some heavy joints. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, I got a wide variety ear of certain quality records, but you know what I'm saying, those are just a few producers that we really tap in with. And shout out to the Olympics, actually, my guys from Detroit. They did a lot of record, for Ross and Two Chains. I think they did they do Maybach Music 1 or 2? one of them, you know what I'm saying? But they definitely solidified it in the game. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Olympics. They based out there in Detroit. So, no, I definitely got some hitters, bro.
Yeah, so like, what's your current thoughts on the current game right now? I mean, from like my interaction back and forth with you, from the music I heard, man, I think we on the same page. But music in a crazy space right now. What's your thoughts on the current state of the game?
For me, it's like it's a little tricky because, man, we living in a world of social media. You know what I mean? And living in a world of kind of like, interaction and false narrative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to like go out there and like push your grandma down or something to get a buzz. You know what I mean? And I'm not really like, it's corny to me. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm too authentic for this. But as far as music go though, you know what I'm saying? I think musically there's it's circling back to a solid place. You know what I mean? Ab-Soul just dropped his project. It sounded solid.
Ab-Soul dope. Wow.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Kendrick did his bid. You know what I'm saying? I heard Uzi's, project is tough. Like I'm hearing the good space and quality of the music, but I also, like I said, feel that like, a lot of this social media is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's helping us get out there a little bit more. But this whole clickbait and this whole viral campaign kind of, taints it just a little bit for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like, cats out here doing the weirdest to get a quick buzz. You know what I mean? Cats jumping up out of the bridge, breaking their leg, thinking they winning. I'm like, bro, you just broke your leg, champ. What you talking about? What that got to do with music? You know what I'm saying? So it's wild.
Yo, man, talk about Fab. He was like, yo, I'm about to mess the line up right now, live on the radio. We was just like, attention is the most detrimental. He said it in a different way. He said it's dope. It was just like, oh, money ain't the root of all evil. Its attention is. I think that's like very valid right now. You know what I mean? Like, attention.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So yeah, man. Talk about the Vegas shoot, man. For the Let Me Talk That Ish joint, man. You know what I mean? I was watching the joint. I've been to Vegas, multiple times, man. I love Vegas, man. But like, yo, that whole shoot, man. He's in the double R, man. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, man, we definitely, what I'm saying, needed to do something big for that record. You know what I'm saying? I was what was going through my mind was Casino. You know what I'm saying? The movie Casino, you know what I'm saying? And even the whole Robert De Niro Ginger / thing, you know what I mean? I wanted to show that life, you know what I'm saying? But also talking about that life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we definitely captured it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had the double R out. We had the new, the new Escalades and EXTs out. My team came out. You know what I'm saying? We put on the big chinchillas and the extra vibe, and
I was wondering that because like, I've only been to Vegas like in the warm months. But I saw you over there with the heavy cold. Like, yo, it
definitely was.
It get brick out there.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a chilly scene, but. We definitely, like I said, went out there, man, and really caught that Vegas nightlife. You know what I'm saying? And we really blended it right, and the record came out tough.
So yeah, man. Let's talk about the two records we about to run through, man. For You featuring V. I won't mess my man name up. Vito. Yep, Vito. Yep. Nah, I just interviewed Vito, so that kind of threw me off, man. So that's all right, man. Yo, no disrespect to Vito, man. But yeah, and then that Pressure record with J Rock and Eastside K-Boy, man. Talk about those records real quick.
Yeah, man. I got, no lie, man, out in my region, man. Them is the two hottest records out right now. The record, the For You record for with Vito, man, is definitely for the women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, us being in this entertainment business, you know what I'm saying, we don't know who to trust, we don't know who was who. So, to always have a real woman by your side stand for something. You know what I'm saying? So For You is definitely catered to the women. As far as Pressure go, like I said, man, I had to jump into my rapping bag. Sometimes when cats hear you on FM radio and they hear you kind of catering to the women, they also forget that you got that skill set. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's dope to have an artist, like I said, such as myself, J Rock, Eastside K-Boy, you know what I mean, to be on one track, just sparring back to back. You know what I mean? And the record speaks for itself. It's just Pressure.
Word, man. Y'all gonna hear both of those, man. I think we're gonna start with the Pressure record, man, because like, you know what I mean, 929, you know what I mean? We had that gunner joint, but then he gonna show you like, yo, he could like get in the other lane with it too, because both the records is dope. Word. So yeah, man. So yo, man, I had one more question, god damn. But it's just like, yo, what you got on deck moving forward for like, yo, upcoming year, man, 23. Jordan
Man,
year.
like
What we doing?
man, 2023, man. We not playing no games at all. Period. Point blank. Like I said, I got the EP, Highly Favored, dropping on January 20th. You know what I'm saying? We got the first single with Rick Ross called "Can't Knock the Hustle." You know what I'm saying? Dropping. You know, we got the video shot. It's definitely gonna be out. Be a movie. Going on tour. You know what I'm saying? We got Super Bowl in my city this year, so I'm definitely hosting everything, moving, bunch of parties, a lot of festivities going on. Probably going to double back and drop another EP, Highly Favored 2, and then go into the summer with my debut album and close it out that way on. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, and talk about how, like, yo, Arizona, like, you got Phoenix, and I feel like there's another city, and it escapes me. I don't know if it's Tucson or one of them cities, yo, like, yo, I heard Arizona kind of like Houston. One of my best friends live in Houston. It's like, yo, everybody think, oh, America, all right, go to Miami, LA, New York, blah, blah, blah. Nah, like I heard, like, yo, Arizona like that, Houston like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk about definitely. Like, you know what I mean? Some, put my listeners on some game out there, bring your ass out to Arizona.
Man, no, y'all definitely got to come out there and rock with the boy. Like I said, Biggie didn't tell you about Arizona Ron from Tucson.
Put the black Yukon.
You know what I'm saying?
Usually had a slow grooves on, mostly about the eyes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we definitely, you know what I'm saying? Pretty women out here, you know what I'm saying? Good place to get money. You can get your hustle and get your vibe right. Good energy, good food. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we got the same, traps and hood as any other city, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, we out here trying to go up, man. We're trying to get to this money. We're trying to do legendary moves and do it fly. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man.
I'll definitely tap in with your boy whenever you come out west. I'm definitely here.
Well, so yo, before we get into your joints, man, talk about some of your endeavors outside of music.
Man, well, you know what I'm saying? I got a restaurant out here. Of course, I got the vitamin water and I got the, Nike situation. You know what I'm saying? Collabing, you know what I mean, with a cannabis company right now called Jukebox. You know what I'm saying? Paperwork just got drafted, so I'm comfortable enough saying that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Vion. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ross and Bel Air. They got a cognac called Vion. I just jumped on board with them. You know what I'm saying? Billboard's going up this week as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a solid cognac. So, I'm definitely in my music bag and I'm definitely in my business bag and I'm definitely trying to run up the check.
So, yo, it's 929 WDUP. We here with Richie Evans. Like, yo, that's what we do out here, man. We put y'all on some game, man. My man out here moving, man. Anything else you want to say? Give all your socials, websites, all that.
Yeah. Man, you already know, man. Like I said, tap in with me. Hit me on the gram. That's Who Is Richie. You know what I'm saying? Check out Spotify, you know what I'm saying? iTunes, whatever you got. You know what I mean? The record Pressure's out right now. You know what I'm saying? For You is out right now. Stay tuned for Highly Favored January 20th. And like I said, man, tap in with me. You know what I mean? Talk to me. I talk back. I'm here. Richie Evans.
So, yo, man, introduce your joints, man. We're going to start with the Pressure record.